So, hello. Welcome back. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to make some proper, nice looking sun rays in the most cheap way, in the most quick, fast, and cheap way. So, we have our light source, we have a little scene here that we want to have sun rays coming through. I want to have sun rays coming through the door and the window. I want to be able to see the window frame on the floor and stuff like that, right? But obviously, when I go into this, I have something that looks a bit more like this, which I mean, I don't really mind, but I want to be able to see the light actually coming through. And maybe some of you have tried turning down the spread a tiny bit, and what you've done there is just made it tighter, made a tighter shadow, more detailed shadows, right? And that's actually quite a bit better for me. But again, I want to see the light coming through. So, what I'm going to do is go back to viewport shading. And I'm gonna press Shift and A to spawn in a cube and just engulf our entire scene here, including the camera, and maybe squish it down a tiny bit. And then what I'm gonna do is go to Material Properties with the cube selected. I'm just gonna name this Volume, right? And you can probably guess we're gonna switch this to Volume Scatter. Now, I'm going to name it the material. That's just not how you spell volume. Volume. I'm going to name the material volume, and I'm going to switch volume scatter here from surface to volume. There you go. Now we can see through it, and we can see things that are going on. But this is a bit dense. It's a bit too dense. I can't really actually see. Even if I'm inside, I can't see anything at all. So, easy fix. Just turn this down to like 0.05-ish, and now we can actually start to see the sunbeams coming through. Would you look at that now? It's still, if you go back to the light source, if you want a bit of a tighter, more detailed shadows, you could just turn down the spread. Just, the further you turn it down, the more detailed the shadows will be. I think, say now you're making a natural scene, I think around 15 to 20 degrees should be pretty good, but that's if you're using an area light. But yeah, if you're using it, if you're having a natural scene with a lot of foliage, 15 to 20 should be fine. So, but you might be thinking, okay, this is a bit too dense, right? Obviously, you could turn the density down. But it still looks a tiny bit strange, and you're not going to be able to see the sunbeams as well as you could here. So, easy fix to that, right? What you can do is move this a bit to the side, press Shift A, and we can put in a mix shader. Wow. Now, yeah, sorry, if you're struggling on where I am, just go down to the bottom left here, you'll see this little tab thing, and go down to Shader Editor, or you could just press Shift F3, and that'll bring you to this, but you need to have the volume, make sure you have the volume selected, 3D Viewport, and then Shader Editor, yeah, just like that. And, okay, yeah, and so you can do, you have a mix shader in, bring in, press Shift A and type in volume, and you'll see volume absorption. Bring that in just under volume scatter, and put that in to the other shader, and now that just looks dense again. So, we're not going to do anything with the density here. What we're going to do is press Shift A again, and bring in a noise texture and a color ramp. And what we're going to do is make it a bit more uneven, right? This already looks pretty uneven. Obviously, you can change it however you want. You could see it changing, you can see the noise. You can turn up the detail if you want to, but, you want as many little pockets as we want, I think. Well, I do. I want to be able to really see it. And so, I'm going to do this slider. You can see it as I do this. So the black parts are the dense parts. The white parts are the, the less dense parts where the light travels through much easier. So what I'm going to do to make it a bit easier, more general, I'm going to switch this from black to more of a grey, maybe a light grey. Turn this down, turn this up. So you don't want too much of a clear. You want it to be a gradient, don't you? Less immediate and stuff. Yeah, you could do stuff like that, and you could see the, you can see the God rays coming over the door, the wall, coming through the door and the window. If I make this more tight, you can really see it. If you just wait for it to load. Yeah, obviously you can see the shadows on the floor, you can see the sun rays coming through, and if you want it just to be more apparent, I guess you could turn up the light source, mess around with the volume. But yeah, generally, that's how you just do a really simple God ray and stuff like that, just for your scene, for your natural scene, or for, to come through a window like we've done here. Yeah, I hope I've helped you. I really do. Good luck on whatever you're doing, because you're definitely doing something right now. You're definitely doing something right now, and you're trying to do sunbeams, and you're like, crap. But yeah, now you know, and good luck on whatever you're doing. And subscribe if you want more videos like this, probably in the next 2 years. So I'll see you later. Have a good one.